Good afternoon, everyone. Hello and welcome. We are here today to just be here for a moment with you for some positive stuff going on. I'm Teri Angel. I'm here with Karen Palmer. Hi, Karen.
Hi.
And we're so excited that we've been doing this all week. And we hope that you've enjoyed what we've done so far. And just stay present with us in this moment. Karen, where are we going with this today?
Well, today we're going to talk about the heart-brain coherence experience and our animals, our little four-legged friends, or any of our animals that we have that can be helpful. The most important thing, I think, is what we talked about on Monday was that we have parts of our brain that have more stress than ways that we can lower that stress. So using these mindful opportunities, which one of those is if you have a kitty in your life, if you have a little kitty in your life, and you take the time when you're doing, let's do our heart brain together, and we'll start with that, and then we'll go into that feeling of, even if you don't have somebody right here that you're petting, we'll do this with our visualization. So if you do have an animal that you have close by, that's a wonderful thing. But if you don't have an actual pet companion, that's also okay. So we'll do this together. So we'll go into that heart-brain coherence experience. So let's do pedal breath first. So I'm going to show you what we do with pedal breath. Pedal breath is we tighten everything up. And we take a deep breath in, and we really tighten up everything. And then we breathe out, letting the hands and the whole body just relax. So here comes my kitty. She's coming up. So this is Fergie. She'll be our little demonstrator today. You say hello, everybody. Hello. Hello.
Came right on cue.
Pure love. So that is pedal breath. So that is another one of those beautiful breathing exercises that we can do when we have just a little bit of irritation or frustration or overwhelm. So that's a really nice thing to do. So let's just do our heart and brain. Now that we've done our pedal breath, just going to bring our hand to our heart. And let's just slow our breath down with our belly breath. So just breathing in through the nose, maybe to the count of 5, slowing everything down. And out through the mouth. And in through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. And as you're focusing your attention on your heart and your breath, you can take the hand away if you'd like, and you can start to, if you have an animal with you, you can start to pet that animal. If you don't have an animal with you, you can imagine closing your eyes and remembering an animal that you love so much, and keeping your focus on the heart and on your breath, just knowing that that beautiful being is now in your memory, and you can feel that love, and you can feel the joy, and you can feel that feeling of connection, even if you don't have the physical form. My physical form has just jumped off my lap. And so I was feeling that wonderful warmth. So let's imagine that together in our visualization. Imagine the warmth of a kitty on your lap. Maybe it's a time that you remember, and you can feel the warmth of the kitty and maybe hear the purring and noticing the softness. Maybe it snuggles up under your chin and gives you little snuggles. And you can just feel that and visualize that using your senses, all your senses, your 5 senses and your multi senses. So noticing that we're using this as an opportunity to truly, truly explore the playfulness of lowering our cortisol, the playfulness of lowering our stress levels. It feels so good to giggle and to just feel into that, noticing how it feels when you think about a pet that you love. Maybe it's a pet that's no longer in the physical form even, but you can feel that remembering. You can feel the power of your beautiful, beautiful imagination using those. We're going into SIFT again. So the sensations, the images, the feelings, and the thoughts. And then we go beyond those sensations, feelings, images, and thoughts. And we imagine, really use our imagination to think that there is a kitty laying on our lap, or there is a little doggy laying on our lap. And we can have as much or as long as we'd like of that experience. But it doesn't matter if there's actually an animal there or not. It lowers your cortisol levels. It raises up that serotonin levels. It raises up the oxytocin. And it quiets that melatonin also. All of these things are just by using your imagination and using our mind as our amazing magic wand, to think about those things. So I'd love to hear how that was for you, Teri.
Yes, I love it. And right now, where I'm at is such a beautiful experience. And there's this massage chair that I've been doing like once a day, and it's doing exactly what you were teaching with the pedal breath. You'll be tight, and squeezing you all over. And then all of a sudden it's like, that relaxed breath. And so as I was doing that with you, I was remembering, and I was almost giggling out loud because it just was that same feeling of being just held so tight, and then just freedom. And, that shows us in life how when things just feel they're constricting us, how everything just feels like, oh my gosh, I can't make it through this. And you're all tensed up.
Yeah.
Just breathe. Just breathe. Exhale. Sometimes we forget to exhale, don't we, Karen?
Yeah, and the power of our breath, a lot of times we are just trying to catch our breath, and we're overwhelmed, or we're frustrated, and all we want to do is just get through what we're trying to get through. But if we just take that minute, just that one, all it is 3 little breaths to get into the heart-brain coherence experience. When I learned that, because I've been teaching this in the schools for 20 years. But when I learned that there was a science that had actually done the research and was explaining this, I've always known that it only took 3 breaths. I've always known that it really was that simple, but I didn't have the science to prove it. And so a lot of the times when I would go into the schools and try to share these things, they didn't see the value in it. They didn't understand. Now, schools are in prisons, organizations corporations, everyone is starting to realize that breathing exercises, I mean, they even have for Google and for like the big corporations, they have a yoga studio for people so that people are, having on their lunch break, being able to have the option to, balance everything. So I thought it was really fun when I was petting her when she was here. It was fun because I had my eyes closed. And then when I felt her jump off my lap, I still felt her like on my lap. So I wonder if that, just anybody, tomorrow when we do our Q&A, I would love to hear about, how things were for the week. And we're going to take a little break from this so that you'll have those recordings and all the recordings. And but we want to be able to have you have these experiences because they're really just very simple, quick little things to help you when the moment rises that you are feeling just a little bit overwhelmed or just a little bit irritated about something, because that's when we can catch it. See, because if we don't catch it and we don't go into the breath and we don't help ourselves to relax, it gets bottled down and it gets shoved down. And then at some point, it's going to come out somewhere, somehow it's going to come out. And so it's really such an incredible gift that we have just to turn our attention and our awareness on our kitty or the love in our life, the things that bring us so much happiness, and to utilize that time, to really slow down your own breath, slow down your heart rate, slow down the busyness of your mind, and really be present with that sweet little being that is wanting to be with you. Same thing with a child. If there's a child in your life that is asking for your time and looking for ways to spend time with you, breathing together is such a wonderful thing. It's such a wonderful thing for a little kid. They love these pedal breaths. They love the volcano breath. They love the ocean breath. All of these, the belly breath, pretending that they're blowing out a candle. They love all of these breathing exercises so much. That's why I wanted to do this, because I miss being in the schools. Right now, it's not possible for me to be in the schools. So that's why I wanted to do this. And I wanted to give these tools so that you have these quick little tips that you can share with your grandkids, or you can share with your nieces and nephews. You can share with your own children, no matter how old they are.
Exactly. And Karen, I want to go back to something that you said, that Fergie was there and you felt her when she left, but you still felt her energy. And that's how energy works. So even if there's not a physical presence of your animal, your loved one, maybe there's someone that you've lost, and you still feel their energy, that's because the energy is there, even when the physical presence isn't.
Right.
And it's so amazing. Sometimes I will feel some of my cats that are in spirit. They've already left their physical body, but I feel them. I feel them jump on the bed. It's a physical presence that is there. The body is not there. So pay attention to that also. If you have a beloved animal that's no longer there with you physically, just see if you sense their feeling and their energy around you, because they still love you. They still are there, very present with you. And this is something that we all can experience.
And remember those sifting things that we're doing too. So when when they're not there, when they're not in the physical form in front of you, use that sensations. Imagine them, imagine remembering. And another thing, if somebody isn't feeling well and somebody that you love and somebody that you care about is dealing with any kind of illnesses, envision them as their healthiest self. holding that space and seeing them at a time when they were very healthy and when they were very happy. And you hold that vision and you hold that with, while you're doing this, pretending that you're petting a cat or pretending that you're petting a puppy, or you can use that images and then feelings and thoughts. So then while that person is, say somebody's having a bit of a problem with a health issue, and that you really want to do something to be the most helpful. So that would be what I would suggest, is close your eyes. Remember a time when you were together, a time when you were having a really fun time, something that really brings you so much joy when you think about it. And then see that person in their healthiest state of mind, in their healthiest state of body. And then bring in the feeling of gratitude. I'm so grateful that that person is getting well. I'm so grateful that that person is their perfect health. And I just am helping them to remember their perfect health. And then any thoughts that come up, just let them come up and watch them. Just with gentleness and kindness, just watch them come and go. Because thoughts, sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts will just come and go. They're not your true essence self. So when you are totally at peace and quiet within yourself, you can watch sensations and images and feelings and thoughts and not get attached to them, not get engaged with them. So that's just what I wanted to share today.
Thank you, Karen. This has been awesome, and we've been able to keep it short for everybody. So it just takes a minute of your day to have that turnaround of anything that's going on in your life. It's just so simple. And that's what the angels teach us. Keep it simple. Yeah. Don't try to over analyze it or make it so complicated. And that's what we're doing. We're just keeping it simple. So thank you all for joining us, everyone who came in. I see you. I see your beautiful comments. We love you so much. And I placed in the comments the way that you can reach out to Karen if you would like to learn more about these tips that she's giving or other teachings that she does. If there's a place that she could come in and teach this to kids of all ages, then please reach out to her and let her know that. Thank you all for being here. And we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we will do a Q&A. So if there's something that maybe you've listened throughout the week and you have a question or a comment, please come in and let us know that as well. Thank you for being here. Karen, I appreciate you so much. I love you. And I love you. I'm just so grateful that you're in my life.
I'm so grateful too. I'm so grateful. And everyone, just remember those mindful moments as they come and they go. And just remember to be in that feeling of gratitude whenever those mindful moments pop up. So namaste.
Namaste, y'all. Bye now. We'll see you tomorrow.